We at Energize America HHO have invented the hydrogen cell that uses water to increase your fuel mileage. Demonstrating how and why this cell works is someone who has spent most of his adult life working in the automotive repair and gasoline business, Jim Payne. He is also the founder and CEO of Energize America HHO. Using some of the technology that has been available for 40 years or more but never developed, Jim has worked long and hard to combine it with some modern technology to develop the hydrogen cell. He will show you step by step how to build and install a system that will dramatically increase your gas mileage using water. Our sincere desire is that you succeed and save yourself money and help reduce America's dependence on foreign oil. Please welcome Jim Payne.
Today I'm going to demonstrate my hydrogen fuel cell and try to tell you how it works. Under your dash you have a computer, and on the engine there are several sensors out there. These sensors send information to the computer, and now the computer in turn takes that information and sends it back to the engine, and among other things, it controls the gasoline. Now there's one item on the automobile that we need to mention, and that's called a catalytic converter. Now the catalytic converter is an add-on, and it's in the exhaust system. Now the fuel that's not being used in the engine goes into the exhaust system, goes into the catalytic converter, and it gets burned. When we introduce hydrogen to the engine, we burn that fuel that normally goes to the converter, and we use that. Instead of sending it to the converter, we burn it in the engine. Now, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out, if you're using that fuel in the engine instead of sending it to the exhaust and to the converter to be burned, you're going to increase your fuel mileage, and you're also going to reduce your emissions. Now I guess I can show you how this thing works. Okay, this is a hydrogen fuel cell. This is the control box that controls that cell. On the end of this control box you have an accessory plug, and you simply plug this into your accessory outlet. Start your engine up. You can turn the switch on. We're going to put a little amperage on this. About 6 amps is maximum you want to do. Look at this fuel cell and you'll see it's starting to make hydrogen already. You will see that the hydrogen is being made in here, goes through this tube and comes out this end. And I have a little container here with a little bit of soapy water in it, so you can store the hydrogen in these little bubbles. Now hydrogen is pretty much harmless, and when it hits air it turns back to water. It's not dangerous unless you ignite it. I'm going to get rid of some of these bubbles, and I'm going to ignite this to show you that we just made fuel from water and a small amount of amperage. Now when I ignite these bubbles, you're going to hear a pop, you're going to see a flash. That's energy. Here goes. When I was making this, I had some questions come up, and a lot of people were worried about, well, is it going to damage my engine, or is it safe to carry around in the car? This is hydrogen on demand. You're going to use that hydrogen as soon as it's made. Now if you try to store hydrogen, you're asking for trouble. So don't try to store hydrogen. This will be used as soon as your vehicle starts up. It's going to use this hydrogen up. I put this system in several cars. I was 100% sure that this was safe, or I would have never installed it in my own vehicle. When I installed this in my vehicle, I was already sure that this is safe and it's not going to damage the engine. So I want to make that point right up front. Okay, now that you've seen my demonstration and you've seen me make a powerful energy out of water and a small amount of amperage, if you order my tape and manual, make sure you leave your email, because what I have up here, if it comes to pass, which I think it's going to. It's just going to make this little fuel cell look like child's play. And you will be the first people to get the information of what's coming down the pipeline, and make sure you leave your email. And now you can make my day, you can order my tape, and you'll be glad you did.